So I'm standing in my kitchen at 56 years old. Yeah, I said 56. Staring at my fridge, holding a container of fat-free Greek yogurt and some chicken breast that I know is going to turn into cardboard if I don't get this right. There's got to be a better way to make this work. Spoiler alert, there was. Today I'm showing you exactly what I usually buy in my grocery list and how I simplified it to make it easy for myself, and hopefully for you as well can relate, because life's too short to eat like a rabbit with trust issues. So everything I need is right here in my kitchen. There's no fancy specialty stores, no ingredients that you can only find in one place or way across the world, and no ingredients that I can't pronounce. Just cut out all the processed foods and go with whole foods, and you can eat the way God intended us to eat. And just real food that actually feeds my body what it needs. Vitamins, minerals to keep your energy up, but also to lose the fat. So we know after 50, your body doesn't work the same way that it used to when we were in our 40s or 30s or our 20s. The body holds grudges against restriction, which that I always end up finding out and proving it to myself over and over, because for some reason, I don't seem to believe that. The hormones throw all those rules out the door. The low fat, low calorie diet actually becomes a trap, and it makes fat loss so much harder. I know that my body needs more nutrients than ever, and really to focus on eating higher protein. And this does not entail less food. So generic diet plans actually ignores hormone changes that we go through after 50. So here what no one is talking about, or are they? And I just haven't come across them yet. About being over 50 and eating proper foods that really work for us to get the fat loss going. Whether it's 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds that you need to get off, we can do this in our kitchen the natural way by just eating the right combinations of food and timing it the right way. And it doesn't mean that your metabolism is dead, and it just means that it's extremely judgmental. So I stopped fighting my body and started feeding it properly, and everything changed. I have gone through plateaus, as you know, and you heard about my cravings and emotional eating. We all have these issues, but also we have to factor in life just happens. And it's okay to eat off the rails sometimes. And that comes back to my 80-20 rule. Sometimes you're not eating everything on point that you have positioned for your diet. It's okay, because if you're doing things the right way most of the time, your body will repay you, and probably nothing will happen if you have that dessert or if you have a glass of wine. Okay, so here are my top 10 non-negotiables. So let's get it started. So I have my Greek yogurt, and this is non-fat for me. But this works when you mix it into your eggs, or you have it as a yogurt type of dessert or snack, high protein right here. And if you have one serving, which is 3/4 cups, then you're looking at 16 grams of protein. Add in a little nuts, some dark chocolate even if you want that for a dessert, or just fruit like blueberries or strawberries, which is also high on my list. Cottage cheese as well. That's another thing that I can add in to my breakfast for my eggs. And this for one serving is 12 extra grams of protein that you add on top of your eggs, right? In your eggs, I may have 3 eggs. That's about 6 grams of protein each egg. So you have 18 grams. Add in either the yogurt or the cottage cheese, and right there you have more than 30 grams of protein. The avocado, which is a fruit, you can put having it with your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I have it with my salads, like tuna salad. So many options that you can do with avocado. So in place of doing any olive oil, maybe you just want to add a little a fourth or a half even if you really want the extra fat. Technically, it's functional, but so we're just adding the premium fuel to ourselves. Another non-negotiable, wild-caught salmon. So I get this bag of wild-caught salmon. It makes it easy. It's already individual wrapped, which I love for serving. So that's basically 4 ounces right here. Sometimes I'll take 2 and I'll eat 8 ounces. But again, with the 4 ounce itself, you're looking at 25 grams of protein alone. So just think, if you ate 2 of these, you just have 50 grams in your dinner or your lunch or whatever you want to do, and add it on with some wild rice, or add it to with a potato even. Yeah, I eat potatoes still, or sweet potatoes, and you know, like 2 or 3 times a week, and it works. It works for me. So I get this thing, like big long packages here of chicken breasts. And also chicken thighs are great because you have the extra fat and it has more flavor. I add in this Hawaiian salt that I have, and I'll show you that. This Hawaiian seasoning is fantastic in putting that on your fish, your steaks, anything, any protein. It will change your whole world, okay? The flavor in itself, and you don't need to add any other flavors sometimes with this alone. So I get that online on Amazon. If you want me to leave a link, I can below in the description. But with the wild caught salmon, that it has the omega-3s, and that helps inflammation. And that is what is going on in our body when we are overweight or just carrying extra fat that we don't want. And it supports the hormone balance so that it can release the extra fat that we carry in the middle area especially. And basically, I become a gourmet chef. Pasteurized eggs, as I mentioned, cage-free range eggs from Trader Joe's. And then I have also the organic pasture-raised eggs through Vital Farms, which is kind of my favorite farm to get eggs. You must have that because it's got a lot of vitamin D for hormone production. Vitamin D is crucial. I have that in my supplements as well because I just need more. I think it's something that we all should be taking as an extra supplement just because of the change. Also, eggs has the choline, and the choline in egg is for brain health. And it's a complete protein with all amino acids. I eat 2 to 4 eggs every day, and I'm not usually hungry until 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Try doing that with a bagel. I don't think so. As I mentioned, I'm not counting the calories really, but there are times that I do track it just because I want to know how much protein that I'm hitting. Leafy greens, yes. Spinach, and did I put that right? Arugula, that's a big thing, and romaine lettuce. And those are the 3 greens I basically buy regularly. You get volume eating without all the calories. Magnesium for better sleep equals better fat loss. And then fiber for the win. That's it. I buy the pre-washed boxes because it just makes my life easier. That's it. So I throw it into anything like smoothies, eggs, and scramble it with that. Spinach is great for that. Arugula also. Leafy greens are like proof that you can eat a whole large salad bowl and then your body is still acting as if it didn't have anything put into it, that it's starving. It has that feeling. But you can utilize that in conjunction, treat it as an accessory to the protein. Next is my virgin olive oil. I put that on salads along with my balsamic vinegar. Sometimes I do that, or just the balsamic vinegar by itself. So these are anti-inflammatory superheroes. You can also make veggies with your olive oil, and even the balsamic is fantastic with over the chicken breast, another sauce to add. It actually tastes good, and it supports heart health. So I drizzle it on everything you can think of, vegetables, fish. So good fats are not the enemy. And as mentioned before, berries, blueberries and strawberries, those are the things that I always keep on hand. The lowest sugar fruit option that you can find when you're trying to keep your blood sugars low, it is an antioxidant that is anti-aging. And it's perfect for those sweet cravings. Again, adding it in with the yogurt, giving it flavor, and still addressing the sweet tooth. So another trick I would say is fresh strawberries. Yes, I always get, but you're looking at $8 right there. But with the frozen berries, you're looking at $3 or $4 for this bag. And this is something you can throw into your desserts. And this right here is immortal. Okay, I want to give some respect to nut butters and nuts. I did mention that I eat some walnuts and sometimes almonds, but I cannot have that bag around me because I'll sit there and continue to eat it, and that is what will cause the weight gain or plateau. I do eat peanut butter or almond butter, and I would do that with celery, or I would do that with an apple if I really feel like I need to have something more in conjunction than my meals. A teaspoon or a tablespoon. A tablespoon is 2 teaspoons, right? So I try to keep it at 1 teaspoon if I'm going to have it with some celery and I have a snack or a piece of apple and dip it into that. But it is good, healthy fats. If I didn't mention already, the dark chocolate, I try to keep it above the 60% cacao percentage wise. And I know some people say you should keep it above 70%. You know what? I like taste. If it's at 60%, I'm okay with it. So that's another way of satisfying my sweet tooth, and it keeps your face from face planting right into a cake. 2 squares of dark chocolate, could have every night if you choose so, and I'm done. So here are examples of how I use it and put it together. Breakfast, eggs with something like avocado and greens. Lunch, like salmon over a salad with olive oil drizzled over, or the balsamic. A snack is like the Greek yogurt as mentioned with the berries, and add in some nuts on top of that if you feel like you want to be a little bit more satiated. And don't forget, be really creative with your vegetables. The squashes, the zucchini, right? The green beans, the broccolis. You can roast these things, put it in the air fryer. You can grill it, or you could just steam it. So when I open the fridge, I open to what tastes good and it looks good to me. And that's real food. Mix and match these things throughout the week. That's what I do. I think that was about 10 groceries, and these groceries are the things that I eat every day or all the time, and they changed everything for me. You don't have to be miserable, just eat good whole foods with nutrition dense types of food and high water content like vegetables, and you can't go wrong. I'd love to hear about it. Please let me know what other foods are staples in your refrigerator or your pantry even. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time. Cheers.